Brexit fishing rows haven't ceased despite the UK-EU trade deal as Ireland fumed at the unfair agreement. The Irish fishing industry stands to lose stocks worth an estimated £37 million a year by 2026 due to a 15% reduction in fish quotas as a result of the Brexit deal. Minister for Agriculture, Food and the Marine since September 2020, Charlie McConalogue, warned the effects of the Brexit deal are immediate, with 60% of those reductions to take effect from April. Sean O'Donoghue, chief executive of Killybegs Fishermen's Organisation, said the Irish fishing industry is not interested in compensation and simply wants some of its fish back. He said there is turmoil right around the coast in relation to this and called for burden sharing by other EU states. Mr. McConalogue has been raging against the Brexit deal since January. He said, a disproportionate burden is being borne by Ireland in relation to the package of fish quotas being transferred from the EU to the UK under the Trade and Cooperation Agreement. Ireland's concerns have been raised at the highest level. Mr. O'Donoghue also fumed at Ireland's new fishing terms, saying the country's industry has become a mackerel maternity ward. He added, what's perhaps most galling, is that the fish are spawned in Irish waters, while we cannot and do not claim ownership of them. We're now being discriminated against catching the fish off the coast of Scotland when they are in their prime and at their most valuable. In essence, we're providing the fish for Britain to net. We're a mackerel maternity ward, for others to profit from. John Lynch, chairman of the Irish South and East Fish Producers Organisation in Wexford, said its vessels based in the fishing village of Dunmore East were at risk of being shut out of trade in everything from herring to scallops. He added, our legal share has been traded away as a gift to the UK in the final hours of the Brexit deal. Ireland's post-Brexit fishing struggles also led to a row between Dublin and Paris over the EU's Brexit Adjustment Fund, designed to help nations hardest hit by the UK's withdrawal. Disagreements over fishing between member states resulted in tension during negotiations over the £4.2 billion pot. One EU diplomat told the Irish Times, certain member states began to see this whole fund as a sort of fish compensation fund. Quote, almost exclusively for fish, and almost exclusively for France. Ireland was eventually given 20% of the fund, but last week the support measure came under fresh scrutiny as Dublin was warned by the European Court of Auditors it may end up having to pay some money back. In a bid to get money out to member states quickly, some 80% of the fund will be provided to governments up front without the details of the projects it will pay for needing to be provided, compared to the usual level of just 13% of EU budget funds.